Hi, and welcome to episode 11 of my series about the Pyara region, a fakemon region inspired by Pakistan. We started making our way towards Pyara's mountains last episode, so let's head into the cave for this one to see what we can find. First up, here's an alternate evolution for Fampi. This is the ground fire Glastodon, inspired by glass blowing. It uses its newfound fire-type powers to heat up the sand around it, turning it into surprisingly resilient body armor that Glastodon can reform at will to form glass weapons. Glastodon makes its home in the desert, making massive glassy footsteps as it walks to mark its territory. Crunching the numbers, Glastodon also happens to be the 200th Pokemon I've designed between Ormate and Pyara. A big mon for a big milestone. Next up, I don't think we can talk about caves in Pakistan without also talking about the Khewra Salt Mine, a famous producer of pink Khewra salt. If you've got anything labelled Himalayan salt, chances are it came from this mine. I've been to the mine, and one of its big attractions is its carvings and statues made of salt, using salt lamps to bring some light to the dark caves. And since Paldea introduced the Knackly line, based on salt, I thought I'd reference the Khewra Salt Mine with an alternate evolution for Knackle Stack. So here's the rock electric type Knacklamp. Knacklamp has a similar helpful disposition to the rest of the Knackly line, and the light it emits is said to have healing effects. Though I must point out that the science is still very much not out on the benefits of real salt lamps. Knacklamp is also a handy Pokemon for people exploring Pyara's caves. Next up we have the Dark Steel Nymph. This guy is based on the assassin bug, specifically the species Acanthaspis petax, which preys on ants and has nymphs that wear ant carcasses as camouflage. Metal. Literally in this case, as Nymph preys on Durant and wears their bodies as armour. And when it knocks out enough Durant, it can build a full set of armour and evolve into Shinobug. Shinobug's armour comes in handy for hunting its prey, but also makes it vulnerable to Durant's main predator, Heatmore. Sometimes the enemy of your enemy isn't your friend. Sometimes they're a big anteater with a flamethrower for a mouth. Wrapping things up for this episode, here we have another set of regional variants. It's Pyaran Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. These guys are now rock psychic types, and have adapted to different mineral compositions in Pyara's caves, causing crystals to grow in their bodies. These crystal growths also mean that Pyaran, Graveler, and Golem can no longer roll, but they're chill with that. In fact, they're chill with everything, being more relaxed and spiritual compared to their more aggressive regular counterparts. You know, healing crystals and all that. That's all for this episode. The question for this episode is, what's your favourite gemstone? Let me know if you'd add any of the Pokemon featured in this video to your Pyara region team too. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bomb! These crystal growths also mean that Pyaran, Graveler, and Golem can no longer roll, but they're chill with that. In fact, they're chill with any...